hello and welcome to another edition of Probier TV, and today I got a guest from the Netherlands with me. It's Mark. Hi Mark.
Hello.
Mark, I can remember recently opening a box from Kalea, the Beertasting.Club, and there was a beer from your brewery, and I've never heard about what is called Oproer brewery. I didn't check the label into details, but the first impression was must be somewhere from Scandinavia, but you're actually from the Netherlands, right?
Yeah, I'm actually from the Netherlands. Yes. Yeah.
But Oproer Brewery, where are you located and which beers do you do?
We're located in Utrecht, which is in the middle of the Netherlands. And we started in 2016 as a merger between two breweries. And we are like hop lovers. So we have a lot of IPA styles, like IPA, double IPA, session IPA. You can have everything with IPA. And also we like bigger malty beer. And more recently, the last 2 years, we are focusing on sours as well.
Okay.
So we have a lot of barrels, different kinds, wine barrels, rum barrels, and so on. And we are experimenting with wild yeast, our own cultures, and also with lactobacillus to make, for example, Berliner Weisses with fruit, or mixed fermentation beers that have been barrel aged as well.
So generally speaking, you're not a traditional brewery, you're doing the wild new styles of the craft beer scene.
Yeah, it's basically that we don't like overly sweet beers.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you brought two beers. One is an Imperial Oatmeal Stout, and the other one is a double IPA. I'm really curious about trying the double IPA, but today I would love to try the Imperial Oatmeal Stout because I love oatmeal stouts a lot, and they're very rare to get here. But there's another child now in the Kalea range with your beers. So maybe you can open the bottle for us and tell us a little bit about this oatmeal stout.
Yes, this is, as I mentioned before, we are a merger between two breweries.
Yeah.
So one of them is Rode Dop, the other one is Ruig. And we started in 2012, 2013. We merged in 2016. And this was one of the first beers. And I don't know if you can see it, and also you have to check the label online. But it's a double-headed phoenix that has arisen from the ashes, as for the two breweries that continue as one brewery. And this beer is something we really like to keep it like smooth, silky, because of the oats, but still not overly that there's too much alcohol in it. It's 9.5, but you don't. It's a little bit of a dangerous beer to drink.
But when I just checked the aroma, it had lots of fruits in there, and you would not initially expect this from an oatmeal stout.
Yeah, and that's also if you first begin when it's more chilled, then you get a sense of the hoppiness still, because we use quite a lot hops in this one to keep it from being overly sweet. And when it warms up, it gets more like mocha-ish and
I'm getting it.
Yes.
Immediately. This is a funny thing you don't get with many beers, that if you take the aroma, to be honest, I would not get the style just from the aroma. But when you take the first sip, there's the oatmeal stout.
Yeah.
It's very smooth, very silky, as you said. There's a roastiness for a stout. Still some fruits, but this beer is really on the smooth and the silky side, but 9.5% alcohol.
Yeah.
You did a great job hiding that.
Yes, exactly. It's a dangerous beer. We also had a bourbon barrel-aged version of this one, which is also very nice. It goes well, the bourbon character with an oatmeal stout, we think. And this is also something we also have a bar and a vegan restaurant.
Okay.
So 100% plant-based, and we use this a lot with desserts, with chocolate
For
pairing.
sure, that works a lot.
Yeah.
But is an Imperial Oatmeal Stout, is there a high demand for such beers, or is this still, for your brewery, considered to be a style to serve the geeks?
Yeah, this is a beer style we really wanted to have in our core range, but it's not the best selling beer, of course. That are mostly our IPAs, gluten-free IPAs also. But this beer is also for export. It's great because it matures. Of course, it can survive the travel.
Sure.
And there are certain, well, you can call them geeks, or like there's one guy who comes every week to our pub, orders two oatmeal stouts after each other, and just reads a book and just sitting there relaxing. Takes a while to
Ending
drink.
his day. And
Yeah, exactly, and that's also, we want to have like a broad range of beers we really like to make. And what I said, like Oproer means Aufruhr in German, but we strive to have like a peaceful revolution. So what we say is we do everything with paying attention for like animals, humans, the environment, and beer, of course. So we are not making extreme. We try to have extreme flavors, but still have it balanced.
Okay.
And that's balance is one of the top things I think you see in our beers. Which don't make them dull, but I think it must be put together as one solid beer with a lot of things happening without it being overly bitter or overly alcoholic.
And this is exactly what you proved with this Imperial Oatmeal Stout. We're just drinking very, very balanced, very, very smooth. And
if you try it now, like if it warms up, then you can see the taste differ a little bit, and it becomes more and more silky.
Mark, thank you very much for joining me. Your beers are now available through the Beertasting.Club shop. And if people come to the city of Utrecht, there's a place where people can drink the beers right from the brewery, right?
Yes, it's not straight from the brewery. We have the brewery situated somewhere else because it's quite big, so it didn't fit anymore to have it in one location. But you can certainly come over to our pub and our restaurant in Utrecht. Yes.
Mark, thank you very much for joining me.
Cheers.
And see you maybe next time in Utrecht.
Cheers. Cheers.